McQuaid over the middle on 1st and 10. And the catch made by Jackson Dufresne, his first collegiate catch, and it comes at Tiger Stadium.
Not a bad place to have your first career college football catch against the LSU Tigers, right out near midfield at conference. And I think this is going to be another year where they're going to be a contender in the playoffs.
There's Jackson Dufresne again.
That's twice now.
Openers each of his last 2 seasons, but Nicholls giving LSU all they can handle in the first half. Guggenheim with not much of a
third down, heck, even 4th down tonight as well.
Uh-oh, there goes Guggenheim. Nothing but green in front of him. Being tracked down. Guggenheim inside the 5 and a touchdown for the Colonels. 67 yards on a Saturday night in Death Valley. A shocker to start the second half.
2nd and 2 to go 67 yards to the house. And he's just doing everything he can.
Ground with Colin Guggenheim. They fake it to him. And a deep shot looking for Quincy Brown is out of his reach.
By Coach Beamer and his staff.
That is broken up by Zy Alexander, and it's great to see him back on the field. Remember, he started 8 games last year in this LSU secondary, tore his ACL in November, already back on the field in September.
16 on 3rd down.
A screen out to Lee Negrado, and not nearly enough, but you got to think this is go for it territory if you're Tim Rebowe.
I would think so. However, the punt team's coming on.
Thoughts?
Probably the right call.
LSU has had great field position.
You have to worry about, because obviously they're going to go into a really tough matchup next week against Sac State. And that program out there is tremendous.
Quincy Brown,
the Big Sky.
Yeah, Quincy Brown got just back to Brown. Zy Alexander trying to strip it. He said no, not really. Felt like he was divinely called to stay in Baton Rouge and try to lead this team back to the.
Now we're seeing a new quarterback in here.
Christian Arsenault. And the handoff by Corey Warren.
To get their 5th best team in or 4th best team in, I think it's certainly possible.
Long throw from Arsenault, and well defended again by Zy Alexander in his first performance of the season, playing in the defensive backfield, recovering from that torn ACL. They are glad to have him back at the cornerback position.
I'm sure some LSU fans care about this, but Alabama's been in a dogfight tonight against South Florida.
You think just a few? Here in Baton Rouge, you're keeping one eye on that, one eye on this.
Maybe a couple. Hey, by the way, speaking of the great people of Baton Rouge, phenomenal dinner here. A little local flair.
Any dishes you. Here is Arsenault on 4th and 3, and it is in and out of the hands of his intended wide receiver. He was looking for Paxton LaFont, and it's a turnover on downs.
Just trying to out-leverage the LSU defense, nearly intercepted.
And I beg your pardon, that was Karaz Johnson, the intended receiver. And don't test Zy Alex.